Hello, welcome to another video. We're going to be looking at when people travel and, they don't have things go as they expected. And they go ahead and leave a review on said place, in reality, making themselves look like a complete doofus. I expect a lot of these to be Americans. We get a bad rap for this kind of stuff, but maybe not all of them. We'll have to see. I'm a believer that traveling is, a very good thing, very educational and good for people to do when they have the means. But some people, they just don't get it. Okay, so first up we have Stonehenge, and I do need to kind of dive in and learn more about it, but I've obviously heard about it in school, heard about it in various other sources of media. Very, very famous place. And I would imagine, very sacred place, somewhere well-respected and well-traveled. But then you have people that go there and claim Stonehenge was just a boring bunch of rocks. I don't know who wakes up and thinks like this and then has the will to leave reviews, to write down stupidity for the world to see. It's one of the most famous prehistoric monuments on Earth. But TripAdvisor reviewer Dan G, sorry Dan G, we're putting you on blast here, was disappointed when he visited, writing, "It's a bunch of rocks in a field." Wow. You'll have to excuse the sarcasm, but the reality is that this is exactly what this attraction is. You can't even go up to them. Well, there you go. That's one way to put it, Dan G. There's a hot take on Stonehenge. And I'm being sarcastic. It's not a hot take. I got to disagree. That's a pretty dumb take there, buddy. Now, this next one, unfortunately, makes me think this was an American for sure. This review is titled, "The Mona Lisa was too small." There it is, right? Again, very world-famous painting. I think most people might not know the whole history behind it, but they know of it. They know Mona Lisa, famous painting, right? Maybe if this was wrote in French. I'm not sure. I'm a little confused by that, but either way, right? We know stupidity can run amok anywhere, and we know, entitled people are anywhere and everywhere as well. So either way, this makes me think, what did you expect the Mona Lisa to be? Did you think it was like a billboard, right? Did you think it was painted on the side of a bus? Like, what do you mean it's too small? Very odd criticism of one of the most preserved and famous paintings ever. I swear, some people just say stupid stuff to hear themselves talk, or maybe they're trying to get some sort of rise out of someone or some sort of fame out of it or something. I'm not sure, but it's weird. Now, you got to love this one. Our €5 Ray-Bans were fake. Some customers complained after finding out their latest bargain was actually too good to be true. "We bought Ray-Ban sunglasses for €5 from a street trader only to find out they were fake." Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. They're usually like $200, $150, maybe $120 on a good day, right? 100 to €150 probably for a legit pair. You got them for $5 on the street, and you're pissed that they were fake? Come on now. How come some things need to be spelled out? So here we have another one that makes absolutely no sense. I don't know where they're getting this idea of where they're traveling to. Do people travel and not do any research? Every time I travel, I do extensive research of where I'm going, right? Try and find out about the culture, find out about popular destinations, where to go, what to see, what not to do. There's a lot of ways to go about it. I don't know what people are talking about in these, man. So we have someone pissed that there was no beach in London. London is inland. London is in the land. It's not a coastal city. What are you talking about, man? There was no beach in London. One holidaymaker was irate after forking out for a hotel in London, only to find out there was no ocean. They complained our London hotel didn't have an ocean view. I've never heard anyone associate having an expectation of a beachside ocean view in London. When did they advertise themselves as a beachside resort? They didn't. Our London hotel didn't have an ocean view. Another moaned, we went to London, couldn't find a beach. We hate to be the bearers of bad news, but London is actually around 35 miles or 56 kilometers from the nearest seaside beach. Which, to be fair, that's not even that far, right? You know, you look at where I am, but I'm in the middle of the U.S. If I want an actual ocean, right, I'm freaking 10 or 12 hours drive from a beach. Whereas at least if you're in London, if you're really hell-bent on the beach, you're 35 miles away. I mean, what is that? 40 to 60 minutes drive, tops, and you're there? Not a big deal. It's actually not bad. But it in no way is ever been known for its beaches. I think they're known for many, many other things, right? Many iconic landmarks and lots of stuff to do. These people, man, they were irate. I think they should be irate about the fact that critical thinking has failed them, and common sense, too. Now, imagine the ignorance of these travelers. We have 2 in a row from Spain, okay? We have one traveler that was totally shocked and basically said that they wasted their time because they didn't know it rained in Spain. I mean, yeah, Spain has typically pretty good weather. That's what I hear. But I mean, everywhere gets some cloudy days. Everywhere gets some rain, right? It's not like you're going to the Death Valley or the Atomica Desert or something where it does still rain, but it just gets very little rain each year. Yeah, it does rain in Spain and everywhere, pretty much. That's life. Like, what are you talking about? I love how someone literally had the audacity to write, why did Thompson let us book the holiday if it was going to rain all week? You know, I don't think any travel agent or website or agency or whatever has the responsibility to tell you, like, hey, it might rain, so you know what? We're not going to let you book it, right? No, that's on you to find out the weather, and to be honest, you could look at forecasts, but that's only a guess at the end of the day, right? If you're planning a trip any sort of days out, weeks out, months out, you're not going to know the weather. Like, you might know what it's usually like that time of year, but you can't plan day to day if it's going to have a rain shower or something. I don't know. Call me crazy. This take is an L. I get certain days you want to have a sunny day, like anywhere on Earth, and if it rains, it's a little bit of a bummer sometimes. But thinking somewhere like, you know, really famous in Europe, surrounded by water, right, doesn't get rain at all, yeah, I don't even know how to respond to that. But we're not done. There's another one. There's another bad review about Spain. So buckle up for this one. A visitor to Spain was unimpressed with the amount of Spanish people in the country. This is already breaking my brain in half. The receptionist speaks Spanish. The food is Spanish. Too many foreigners now live abroad. Another complaint. Why doesn't everyone speak English? We went to Spain and no one understood English. We will never go back there again. Well, something tells me that everyone in Spain right now is breathing a sigh of relief that whoever wrote this stupid review is not going back there again. I don't think they're going to miss you. Now imagine going somewhere else. You are technically the traveler. You are the foreigner in this situation. Imagine Audacity going to somewhere else and saying that, why are all these foreigners here? And why are they speaking Spanish? Especially when they're in Spain. It's just like, it hurts my head. Like, what? Do people really think like this and post it? That's insane. Spain, Spanish. I wonder if there's a correlation. Must be just coincidence. They speak English, right? Only English. These, unfortunately, sound like they were American, for sure. Imagine complaining about Greek food in Greek hotels in Greece. I can't make this stuff up. They had to eat in a nearby fast food establishment. That right there gives it away. That had to be Americans. I may know someone. I won't throw any names, but I know people that would go out of their way to go to a different continent and basically get, American drinks, American snacks. And all I could think in my head was, you've got to be kidding me, right? You've got to be kidding me. Like, the beauty of traveling is embracing some other things, right? And on this same story here, also India, right? Known for very, very specific cuisine, spices, curry, right? I, by the way, love Indian food. I would think that would be amazing to try some actual Indian food at the source, like in India. I think that'd be awesome. But apparently not everyone. A picky holidaymaker hated the food on his trip to India, moaning, "On my holiday to Goa in India, I was disgusted to find out that every restaurant served curry. I don't like spicy food at all." Yeah. I don't know if these people can be taught clearly, right? Because these are adults. These are adults traveling, being thoroughly disappointed and miserable, and somehow getting the voice in their head to tell them to go one step further and post this kind of stuff in a review, trying to make somewhere look bad. Yeah, do your research. Do your research, please. If you're going to travel, and know that different places have different standards, different cuisine, different ways of life, different languages, different people. It's kind of what makes the world go round, right? We have done quite a few videos in this realm, right? Funny, weird people traveling and, this. I thoroughly enjoy it. I actually think it's kind of funny, slightly educational on basically what not to do, right? And I usually get amazing comments on these types of videos. So please, if you want to share, if you dare to share any traveling experiences or, stories of someone that did travel and kind of missed the memo, got to let me know. There was more on here. And, we've done other videos similar to this. So I will link those at the end if you want to check those out. You could go pretty far with this kind of stuff. It is funny. It's kind of sad, kind of frightening in a way, but it's also hilarious and just amazing the amount of stupidity that some people can really, truly emit. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I definitely appreciate you watching. And that's going to be it for this one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all, stay safe out there. I'll catch you later.